So, welcome, Kitty, and you're going to be talking about assistive technology, right?
I am.
So, Kitty, W8TDA, take it away.
All right. So I heard the comments that some of you are making like, oh, what is she wearing glasses for? It's the new me. And no, these glasses do not enable me to see as glasses do for many of you, but they do give information about the environment, and they also give information about things that I might be trying to read or whatnot. And all of this has come about through artificial intelligence. And I know that AI has, some people see it as a very negative thing. Yeah, I know you do too. Some people see it as a very negative thing, and it can be. I see the potential for that to happen, but I also see the potential for it to do a lot of good things. And I would like to focus on showing you some of the good things that has happened with artificial intelligence. There used to be a time, not so long ago, where pretty much if you were blind or visually impaired, you had to have someone read menus, read your mail, read almost anything. And some people still choose that, to have a sighted assistant read information. But as technology is developing, there are things that I can now do that I couldn't do before. And you'll see that not all of this technology is 100% perfect. So you might say, well, why do you want to use something that's not reliable? Well, depends on your situation. Desperate times call for desperate measures, kind of thing. But what I'm going to do tonight is show you a hands-free option of what we can do with artificial intelligence. And that's where I'm using the Meta Ray-Ban glasses. These glasses are commercially available, priced at around 300 and up. You know, you might find a special here or there. And that is compared to other specific AI or artificial intelligence glasses. There's a company called Envision, and they use the Google glasses, which you can no longer get. Their price is $3,000. So, you know, I'm willing to spend $300 on something that's commercially available, with the hopes that as the access technology improves, the AI gets better, companies perhaps collaborate, that maybe there will be some software from Envision that would actually work with my Meta Ray-Ban glasses. So I think there's lots of potential. What I'm going to do is show you a few things, and then I'll take time for questions, and then I'll wrap it up. So one of the first things that I want to do is sometimes we can get a look at our environment. So I'm going to say, hey, Meta, look, tell me what you see.
See a group of people seated at tables in a large room. The room has a wooden floor and cream-colored walls with brown trim. There are windows with curtains on the walls, and the ceiling has fluorescent lights.
Yeah, we could hear it.
Everybody can hear it okay?
Yeah.
Could you understand it? Was it talking too fast?
No.
All right.
Volume up a little bit, it would be easier to hear.
You can try just a little bit.
Well, wait, can she turn the volume up?
She has no control over it. I have.
Oh, it's starting to, I tried to turn it up a little
Oh,
bit.
the glasses, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so, hey, Meta. Look, tell me what you see.
They see a large room with a group of people seated at tables. The room has a white ceiling, yellow walls, and a wooden floor. There are windows with curtains on the walls, and the tables are arranged in a U shape. The people are all adults, mostly men, and they appear to be engaged in a meeting or discussion.
That's very good.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, the only thing is he didn't find my dog.
That's because the dog is under the table.
Oh,
Completely,
okay.
completely invisible.
Why don't you get the dog out and see if you can find the dog?
Just downstairs, let's not get it.
No, that's it. Yeah.
We won't go down that rabbit hole with me. It told me one time at home that I had 2 dogs on my couch. And I thought, oh, she only had one. Well, it turns out that the other, quote, dog was a yellow blanket that was rolled up.
Oh.
And so that was considered a dog. So you can tell, and I've used this at home, like to determine has the access or the paratransit vehicle shown up. And if you don't go outside to meet them, they will wait 5 minutes and they're gone. So I have tried to find out, is there a vehicle in front of my house? So that's one practical use. And another one is identifying things, foods, whatever. So I have this bottle. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to hold it up here and we're going to see what Meta thinks. Hey, Meta. Look, tell me what I'm holding.
You're holding a Coca-Cola bottle.
What kind of Coca-Cola bottle?
The label is facing away. If you turn it halfway, a little more. Okay, a little more. Now ask it again.
Hey, Meta. Look, tell me what I'm holding.
You are holding a Coca-Cola Zero Sugar bottle.
Did you guys get that? Yeah. So, and what you just saw was a good point. If you're not holding it just right, it won't tell you all or any of the information. I had a can of Skyline chili, and I was learning how to hold things. And I guess I kind of was holding it like this, meaning I was holding it down too low. And so the lens wasn't capturing all of it. So it told me I was holding a bottle of soda. And then I'm like, no, you lie. And so I raised it up and turned it around. And finally it told me that yes, indeed, I was holding a can of cheese coney topping. I never did get it to say Skyline chili. Now, whether that was, it hasn't seen that many cans of Skyline chili and it did not know, or whether I never got it held just right. So,
Can you train it to?
I cannot, not with that program. There is one that I will show you a little bit where I can do some training, but not, the Meta Ray-Ban glasses uses the Meta View software, and I can't train it to do anything. So one of the things that has become obvious is the way you hold the item that you want it to see. Also, lighting is really important. And if you don't have that just right, it can mess up. Now, what I'm holding up here, can you all see that?
Upside down.
Upside down.
There you
go.
Okay? A QSL card.
Oh.
All right? And this happens to be one from Germany, and it has a lot of writing on it. But let's see what Meta thinks. Like that?
Now you should be able to see it.
Hey, Meta. Look, read from top to bottom.
The text reads German DADHQ 38 JARU HF World Championship.
Is there anything else on this?
Take a look, correct?
Yes.
Turning the round, getting the confirmation.
There's a group of people in the background, and it appears to be a meeting or event of some sort.
Okay, did you guys catch the picture? There's a group of people meeting in the background. Okay, now if I turn it,
No. Oh, yeah, okay, there you go.
hey Meta, look, read from top to bottom.
The text reads to radio W8TDA VA date time MHC mode RST DARC Deutscher or German headquarters station DAG SDOK HQ 23 IT 28 CQ 14 0807 2023 09.07 2023 0907 2023 23.30 1.370218 140 140 70 CW CW 599 599599 PS 2023 SDYDB 6 MCDF 1 QR DF2 CK Fax GUG DG1 AKN Giant Dinf Joe Hits Buff4 Mate Doug Joe DJ9 Alpizza DK2 FDDK 3DM DK4 EDK4 WADK SI Kusana Daddy Tips KO BEM DK9 Wild DL1 AUZ DL1 AWI DL IDUO DL1 DV DL1 MGB Flyroom DL
Meta, stop. I don't know what all that other stuff is. Is it legitimately written on here? Anybody see?
It struggled a bit with the German.
It's got a lot on the back there.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a bit back there.
Big paragraph. It's a dense card.
Okay.
dense.
But it did read it. And the really cool thing, used to get a lot of QSL cards, and I never had people who could really read them except for fellow hams. Well, in the part of West Virginia where I grew up, there weren't any fellow hams. And so I often never got QSL cards read. And I never understood or knew about the pictures on this one. Apparently this one has a lot of writing, maybe pictures.
Pictures on the front, writing on the back.
Okay.
Well, there's some writing.
Some writing on the front.
And I also have a few other QSL cards I could show you, but just to, Tom, were there any that were drastically different from the one that I just showed? You can take a quick peek.
Kitty, you're hearing that play in your ear?
Yes.
Yeah, we apologize for the fact that there's feedback. Everything I did to try to.
How long does the battery last, Kitty?
The battery is not very good. If I'm taking a lot of pictures, it drains the battery very quickly.
Yeah.
I think a couple hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's not real good. All right. So here's this card that Tom just gave me. Can you guys see it? All right. So let's see what it does. See, I'm reading this side, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
There you go.
there you go.
Hey, Meta. Look, read from top to bottom.
Code used by amateur radio operators to confirm contact with another operator. The card is addressed to W8TDA and is from A8CS. The card indicates that the contact was made on May 26th, 2024 at 22:59 Coordinated Universal Time on the 20-meter band using CW Morse code with a signal report of 599. The card also mentions that the contact was made during a contest.
All right.
My wife couldn't do that.
Yeah. That's what he said.
So, and this one was really cool because I suspect that it did use AI to figure out it was a QSL card and told us a little bit about what it was. So that's kind of how it will handle QSL cards. The other thing that's important to note if you're trying to read is that you have to have it right side up. I've tried inadvertently having it upside down, and it says that it can't read anything in that language. And then it proceeds to tell me that it reads in English and Spanish and I don't know, a couple other languages. Hey, quiet. I know you're not the center of action. So that's, it has to be upside down, which is a little confusing because a lot of the things, a lot of the OCR programs will compensate if they're customized for people with vision problems, they will compensate and they'll read things that are upside down. So it was a little confusing to discover that Meta has not mastered the art of reading upside down or sideways for that matter. All right, knowing everything else, like parent, at times we get hungry, just like you guys. Wonder what this might be. Let's see what Meta think. Oh, I'm sorry.
It just better not be. And then I thought that would tell me.
Well, let's find out. Hey Meta, look, read from top to bottom.
This is a box of Cousin Willie's movie theater butter popcorn. It is gluten-free and contains artificial butter flavor. The net weight is 8.7 ounces or 247 grams.
How do I prepare it?
To prepare Cousin Willie's movie theater butter popcorn, follow the instructions on the packaging. Typically, you would microwave the popcorn according to the recommended time, or you can also pop it on the stovetop or in an air popper. Once popped, you can add the enclosed seasoning packet to give it the movie theater butter flavor.
All right. So I still don't know quite how to fix this. Do I cook it for 1 minute, 2 minutes? Let's see. Hey, Meta. Look, read from top to bottom.
Put it down.
Like that.
The text in the photo is unclear or not in any languages I currently support, which are English, French, Italian, German, and Spanish.
Hey, Meta. Look, read from top to bottom.
The box says Cousin Willie's movie theater butter natural butter flavor and has instructions for popping on the inner bag.
Okay, so it has instructions for popping on the inner bag. So I'm not going to get at this until I open it up and pull out the bag, apparently. Is that what the box says? Or am I being misled?
Let's take a look.
On the top, I think she was reading the top.
Yeah, I was reading.
Yeah, see popping instructions on inner bag.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So
That is true.
hands-free is really cool because I don't have to hold the glasses. I don't have to hold the iPhone, whatever. But there are times that maybe not everybody has these glasses and you can do a lot of things with the application without the glasses. I have a couple other applications and I'm gonna, if you don't guys don't mind me sitting, I'm gonna look at the same things with a different application. And these are customized applications. The first one is one called Be My Eyes. And it started out as somebody want to grab her?
I got it.
Thanks. Little wandering child. Good thing you're amongst all friends, little girl. So Be My Eyes was, it's a group of volunteers worldwide. And the deal is that when they first started, you could call them and they would look at the camera on your phone, usually the back-facing camera, and they would tell you what you had. You know, they were all volunteers, none of them were vetted, so I never wanted them to read anything that was too private. Like I would never give them a bank statement or social security statement, anything like that. But if I just wanted to find out a piece of mail or a food item, sure enough, call them up. And they're all volunteers and they would tell you. So what I'm going to show you now is that system, but they have upgraded, they have gone into AI and they have gotten it to take a picture and read the labels of certain things. So let's see how that came out compared to the Meta glasses. Let's see, give me a second to switch.
25 minutes ago. Messages. 20. Show notifications. Press home to open. Button. Be My Eyes. Take picture. Button.
Okay, so I'm in Be My Eyes, and I'm going to try to get it to take a picture and hopefully only show this card.
Tab bar. Get support.
Oh.
Tab. 1 of Take picture. Button. Take picture. Dim.
And it's thinking.
Please wait. A man wearing large over-ear headphones with a microphone attached. He has short, curly hair and is wearing glasses. His shirt is a plaid pattern with shades of gray. The image is in black and white. There is some text at the bottom in red, partially visible, which reads ma, ellipsis.
I have no idea what that was describing. Let's try this side.
Take picture. Button. Take picture. Dim. Analyzing picture. Please wait. A man with glasses is smiling widely. He has short, dark hair and is wearing a blue shirt. Behind him is a curtain with a floral pattern featuring blue and green colors. The text W8TDA is printed in bold red letters across the top of the image. The image appears to be upside down.
Okay, I think what it's doing is seeing me as a man and seeing my glasses. So I'm going to take off the glasses.
No, I think it's right, Kitty. It accurately described the photo.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
blue shirt.
yeah.
okay. I thought it was just getting me.
It's a picture of a guy.
Okay, so you can see that this gave very different information than what we saw with the glasses.
I've got her, Kitty.
Just settle yourself down back there.
I'm trying.
The door. Yeah.
So, and that can be kind of confusing, you know, it's like, all right, what is the real story? Where's the popcorn?
Yeah, right there.
Let's see what it does with this.
Is that going to be a speaker?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Take picture. Button.
You changed her voice too, didn't you? Before it sounded like Jarvis. Didn't it?
Yeah, well, this is a whole different program, so it's using different.
Take picture. Dim. Analyzing picture. Please wait. A close-up of a box of Cousin Willie's microwave popcorn. The box features a red and yellow design with images of popcorn and sparkles. In the top left corner, there is a circular label that reads gluten-free. The Cousin Willie's logo is partially visible, showing a farmer and a field.
So that is also very different information that I got from, so you can kind of get the point that it's different information. And they're different programs. I don't know which AI program Be My Eyes is using. There is another program that Microsoft uses called Seeing AI, and they have gotten into the artificial intelligence stuff as well. And somebody asked me if you could program it. Within that program, you can program certain things. You know, one of the problems that we have is that we frequently lose things, just like you guys. So let me go into that program.
Be My Eye, active. Swipe up with 3 fingers to
No, this is an iPhone SE3 and it's using VoiceOver, which is built in. Don't have to have any specialized program because VoiceOver is it.
Be My Eyes, active. Be My Eyes, seeing AI, active. Swipe up with seeing
Okay.
close button.
So,
Find My Things.
okay. So I'm going to go into Find My Things
Add button.
and
Quick Help button. Popcorn button.
I taught it how to find popcorn. So somebody come move this popcorn box to somewhere on the table that I don't exactly know where it is. All right. Somebody messing with me. Let's see if Find My Eye or Seeing AI can find it.
Popcorn button. Popcorn alert. Find button. Close button. Looking for popcorn.
So it says it's looking.
Ahead. 11 feet away.
Ahead, 11 feet away.
Ahead and to the left. 11 feet away. Ahead. 11 feet away. Ahead and to the right. 10 feet away. Ahead. 11
You
feet
need to
away.
cheat and come the other way.
Both pointing.
I'm sorry.
Ahead and to the
Cheat
left.
it and come
11
the
feet
other
away.
way. Come towards the
Ahead.
voice.
10 feet away.
Don't pointing down a little more.
Tilt your phone up more too.
Yeah, there you go.
Ahead. 11 feet away. Ahead. 10 feet away.
Good grief.
Yeah, Tom wasn't really.
Ahead and to the left.
2 feet, yes.
Ahead and to the left. 14 feet away.
Damn, where did that popcorn go?
Outside. Second floor.
Now it's beeping to indicate that it thinks I'm close.
Ahead. 10 feet away. Ahead.
You are. I may have
12
moved
feet
it
away.
too far.
gonna say, maybe beginner of measurement.
Ahead. 13 feet away.
I may have moved it too far for you to reach, actually.
You're literally 6 inches away from it right now.
Yeah.
Ahead. 10 feet away. Ahead and to the left. 6 feet away. Ahead. 6 feet away.
All right, we may never find this popcorn.
And to the left. 6 feet away.
It's a good thing that I had Chick-fil-A nuggets. Okay. Oh. All right.
6 feet away. Ahead. 11 feet away. Ahead and to the left.
All right, are we going to be here all night looking for this?
Ahead and to the left. 15 feet away.
Bye, baby.
Tom, you did a good job hiding it.
Yeah, I didn't really hide it. I just moved it a little bit too far away from you.
9 feet away.
I know.
Ahead. 14 feet away.
I don't think Find is working real great.
I think it is either.
Ahead and to
It's
the
right
right.
there.
14 feet away.
Popcorn.
Please.
Ahead and to the left. 15 feet away.
Anyway, if I were to look long and hard, I might find it. It's kind of like, yeah, I was looking for it.
8 feet away.
That real fast beep
Ahead and to the right.
would indicate that I'm almost on it.
Did it have to see the popcorn previously?
Yes, it did. I actually showed it this box of popcorn. I had to show it from a couple different sides, and then I had to put it on the floor, and then I had to put it in a chair. And now look at it
To
perform.
the right. 13 feet away.
Okay, I give up.
Ahead and to the left. 14 feet away.
So as you can see, stop. you know, hopefully if I dropped my keys, it would find it a little faster than that. Although probably what I would do in reality is I would call Be My Eyes and have a volunteer look through the camera, walk around. The volunteer says, oh, they're right there on the floor, right to your left or in front of you or wherever. But my point is, this stuff isn't perfect, but it's better than having nothing. And I was willing to invest in these glasses because while they are intended for the commercial market, my feeling is that, Mark Zuckerberg he's got some cash, I've been told. And can't help but think that if he were to see how much this program could benefit not only the sighted market, but especially people with vision disabilities, and knowing that our population is aging, and there are more and more of us, might he be willing to invest more and more money because he would sell more and more product? That's my hope. Any questions?
Yeah, I got one. The camera is in the glasses, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then normally when you would use that, it would be an earphone or something that runs from the camera to go into your ear. Is that the way that works?
No, there's speakers in the arms of the glasses.
That's why I've got the microphone attached up right at there. It's right at the speaker.
All right. I'm just wondering how everything is.
So it speaks everything to me, versus requiring me to be able to see it. And if sighted people were using these glasses, you can do a lot of functions like answering your phone, which I've started doing. It's really kind of cool. I use other apps in it. So if I'm out walking, I might have my talking GPS system going, because I no longer have to try to carry my cell phone out and have anything blocking my ears. So this lets me hear open. You could listen to music or a book so that's the appeal to sighted people. And it just kind of happened that some people who were blind started playing with them and said, hey, there's things we can do with these things too.
Well, now, okay, I got another question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
The glasses, do they ever have actual lenses in them, or can you get prescription lenses for them if you normally wear glasses?
Yeah, these glasses came with the lens that's in here now.
Yeah.
But some people have taken them to places and changed out other lenses and gotten, what do they call it, the transition lens? So that when it's, let's see, how does that work?
No, you got it.
UV
Transition lenses, they go from dark to light, depending on the sun.
Yeah,
Well, I think it's called photo, something or other.
Yeah.
Photo gray or
something. Yeah.
Yeah, photo gray.
and I think that you could get your own prescription lenses put in.
Yeah.
I didn't, my issue was I just wanted the audio, and quite honestly, I wasn't sure I was even going to keep them because I was so frustrated because I was holding things like I'd hold it like this or like this, and I'd say, okay, read it, and it wouldn't. And then, so I thought I'm going to send them back and get my money back. And then I happened to have my GPS turned on one night, and all of a sudden I'm hearing it through the earpiece. And with this particular program, if something was on your right, it came through the right earpiece. If it was your left earpiece, and if it was straight ahead, it came through both earpieces. And I thought, that is worth keeping these things. So I kept them. And Stephen was riding with me one day. I was driving, no, just kidding. And he was able to hear some of what was coming through this GPS program. It was a lot, huh, Stephen?
It was, I thought you were yelling at me for a second, but then.
So yeah, and now that I've been playing with them a little more and had people kind of show me how to read, I've done that. Oh, the other thing I was going to show with the Meta glasses is how to read a computer screen. Because sometimes if our screen reading program stops speaking, we don't know what is going on. Okay.
Hey, Kitty, could I just add, when you were doing the GPS, it was interesting. She's unsighted, obviously, I'm sighted. And it was reading buildings that were actually hard for a sighted person to see, right? They would have the right name, but they would be one or two buildings back. And so it was a lot of information was coming her way.
So yeah, and I've got to figure out how to do some work with that. Okay, so I'm going back to the Meta glasses, and I have Chezzy's computer here, and we'll just see if it'll read it. Hey Meta, look, read screen.
The text reads, World Amateur Radio Day. ARRL is encouraging clubs to host events in honor of World Amateur Radio Day in April. The actual day is April 18th, a Friday, but we are trying to get an event together for Saturday, April 19th. A number of venues are being explored for our event, which will be a joint effort between OH and Queen City Emergency Net, QCN. If you are interested in helping, please contact Tom Delaney, W8TDA, at email address to let him know you are interested. Presently, the plan is to have activities to engage kids, hoping to foster an interest in technology and radio.
Was that everything?
Pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, the next section is split into two columns, so it makes it a little more difficult. See if it'll read Jesse's password.
No.
Bank account.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Wrong computer.
The other thing, thank you, Chezzy. The other thing is that it typically won't give you information about things that it considers health, or it won't tell you the sex of a person. You cannot make it tell you, it will not. And there was something else that it doesn't tell, I forget what it was.
Don't ask it about NCAA basketball rules. I tried, it won't.
Oh.
It's gambling and it won't.
Oh, that must be the other thing that it is then. So, you know, that's just this one. I really hope that funding continues so that technical engineers can make this product even better. I just see so much potential, and I really hope that it's able to continue. So just in wrapping it up, I would just say that it's better than it ever used to be because it never existed. I think it has a lot of potential, and I just hope that funding is allowed to continue so that it can be developed and made a lot better and more reliable than it currently is. Thank you.
Donations
Does it take donations?
for the company to help develop.
It's Meta, so it's profit based.
Oh,
Yeah. It's just,
However, on donations, Be My Eyes is a charitable group. And if you went to their website, I don't know exactly where they're founded out of, but they use volunteers worldwide. to read in different languages. And they are specifically, they don't charge us anything. So to even have access to this AI, I don't know who pays for that.
When you use those in public, do you find that the being able to listen and hear that speaker with GPS without interrupting your hearing in the outside world more helpful
Yes.
than like having a regular, like an earpiece in your ear?
Oh, way more helpful. Because an earpiece is gonna block my
Right.
ability to hear. And this makes it so much more easy. The other thing I can do too is if I put my, cup my ear, it will make the sound even louder.
So I feel like in a busy intersection, something use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't even take that off.
All right.
Okay.
Any other questions for Kitty? Online, have any questions?
Thank you guys for
Thank you.
engaging in this.
Thank you, Kitty.
Yeah.